prepared. I believe it no matter what the evidence is. That's fideism, see. Everybody believes everything without any justification. So biblical faith, Old and New Testament, is not just believing in spite of information.
But in your position, because of your studies of different worldviews, that must of course include the other texts.
No question about none.
All right.
See, it's like not only Talmud, Talmud and the Torah, Quran, because it is the largest, most progressive religion in the world. I want to look. It claims to be 5th century revelation, just like the Book of Mormon. Well, I want to test it. Book of Mormon says it's revelation. Well, you don't need God to reveal something that's demonstrably wrong. So if it's wrong, it has to be investigated.
Yep.
See, I don't dismiss it because, well, that's not my Bible. No. This is not. Now, if Christians are afraid to encounter these things, well, then this is an unsupported fear. This is neurotic fear. I'm afraid. I don't want to look at something because I might lose my faith. Well, I tell people that they're suspicious. Hello, is this the police? Somebody's looking for us. If I'm not afraid, see, but I'm open. I'm open to data. If the world and the Christian worldview, there isn't anything that Christians aren't open to listen to. But it's not the data; it's the interpretation of the data.
Okay.
See, there is no Christian physics or Christian mathematics or Christian biology. There's no Muslim or Hindu, but that's just biology. But then when you interpret that, there's where the disagreement would be, to me.
Okay, good point. Good point.
And if the worldview that can make the most sense, if a worldview can't make sense out of most of the world, that's like cultural anthropology, talk about cultural cages. Everybody's in a cage, of course they are.
Okay.
But everybody's cage cannot do what? Cannot produce the universe, nor produce TVs that they buy or microchips. See, they buy those, so those to me are points of contact with them. This culture, so it's not a matter of, well, I'm smart and they're not. No, this is not the discussion to me at all. Not over IQ.
No.
No, not whatsoever. It's over how that's interpreted. That's where I want to, battle's the wrong word, that's a negative word, but I want to engage them.
So in a collegiate context then, do you think from when you lecture to students at the collegiate level, do you sense a great deal of skepticism, a great deal of cynicism, or do you sense...
No, because, see, I take that to the ground, because one cynic can destroy the unity of the class. Or I don't mean that I brainwash them. I'm not. They don't have to agree with me. See, you can be wrong if you want to. No, I never asked that.
No, of course not.
I've given students A's for good work. I disagree with them, but I have nothing ultimately to do with that. Just do high level work, and that's all that I can grade you on. And see, I would be European in grading. See, they don't keep grades. If you're going to get an MA or AB or a PhD, what do you do in Europe? Maybe you do in China. You take a comprehensive over every class you've had, and any teacher that's taught you could be in your examination board and ask any question they want to. So I want to know what you know at the end of it, not can you memorize something for 10 weeks and then you can't spell my name.
Wow.
See, I'm European. Nobody pays attention. Do I need something?
No, it's all been taken care of.
Anyway, Lincoln Christian College and Seminary, it's in the cornfields in mid-Illinois. Abraham Lincoln practiced law there, and he went to Springfield and went to Washington and went to his grave. Have you heard of Abraham Lincoln? There are 5 Lincolns. And we have 4 claims to fame in Lincoln, and Abraham Lincoln is one of them. And the Niebers were from, Reinhold and Richard Niebuhr and his sister. They were all born and raised in the Reformed Church in Lincoln. Their dad was a preacher there, and they went from Lincoln to Columbia University. You know who they are. They're neo-Orthodox, but it sounds very Orthodox to most people. See if they read Niebuhr's. His Gifford lectures.
Now, one person you probably will mention later on, since he's in the 20th century, is Bertrand Russell.
Oh yeah, Bertrand Russell. Bertrand Russell is mathematician, number one.
Yep.
He is Russell and Whitehead, the Principia.
Yep.
All right. Now they said ordinary language is too ambiguous to communicate truth. So the only univocal symbolism that doesn't change meaning is what?
Math.
Math. But what did they have to do to tell other people what those symbols meant?
Yep.
They write a 275-page book and explain those symbols. I got them. But they are the origin. They are the origin of linguistic analysis. They are the origin of losing ethical, when you get to lifeboat ethics and death of God. So you can't say anything about God. That came right from the Principia.
It's all the alters positivism and everything.
Oh no! Yes. But Bertrand Russell, genius. See, it must be dealt with. No, I mean, dealt with is the wrong word. He must be engaged. But Russell and Whitehead, Whitehead did process and reality is a process philosopher, but they were mathematicians. And they are the fountainhead of linguistic analysis, which is saying that the only univocal system for truth transmission is mathematics. And then they have to explain what these symbols mean. Because the symbols could be there, and they're not postmodern. See, they don't just say the audience can make up their own meaning.
Well, so your regard for Russell is strictly as a mathematician.
Well, his contribution is in the Principia, the ultimate. Now, he has a very fine history of Western philosophy that you wouldn't know
Okay.
when it thinks about most of it. Very fine, large, still in print. I need to go.
I have
Yes.
to run to the bathroom
You
again.
need,
but,
yes. Go ahead, Doc.
Is that all right?
Please.
No, but Russell, there's no dismissing. I mean, him, you can't dismiss him, but he is the fountainhead of the 20s and 30s in American linguistic analysis and logical positivism, and then the loss of God talk in ethics and theology. God's dead. Of course, you can't say anything about it. And it comes directly. So math is the only system that's univocally communicable.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not.
But I have to be told that by writing. So to do that undercuts what?
Yeah, I'm fine.
What he's saying.
I'm really not.
He's a genius. I'm just exaggerating. I watch him every day.
well, what's the,
Mischaracterized.
what's the book on, the big one on intelligent sign and its detractors, and it has Plantinga's like 4 articles on it in
Plantinga.
dialogue with the guys who he's disagreeing
Well, Plantinga is a Calvinist. See, stuff. That doesn't mean anything particular. See, I'm not as enamored with Plantinga's.
with. Some are. His epistemology you don't think is the answer?
No. Let's put it that way. It's interesting, but not when you're done. So what? See?
Do you think it's a little too obvious or just too...
Well, it is not what the issues are to me.
Oh, I see.
Huh?
I mean, I see, like people like J.P. Moreland and William Lane Craig seem to agree with him, but...
Well, I think that Craig is one of the brightest
Yeah.
evangelical, whatever that means.
William
Yeah,
Lane
right.
Craig.
William Lane Craig.
Although he believes God's bound in time, doesn't he?
Well, no, he's not an openness theologian.
No, he's not opennist, but he believes that God is somehow...
Well, God is by grace. He has to be bound to time when he creates.
I see.
He is not bound by it. He
He's
chooses to be
self-bound.
related by
Got
it.
it, got it.
That's a different thing. See, the incarnation is...
He accommodates time.
Oh, let's put it that way. He accommodates time.
Okay.
He's going to relate to time. He created time and space. That's why God can hear prayers in China and Afghanistan and here today and tonight, because he isn't bound by the 4-dimensional world of creation.
What do you think of Hugh Ross's view? He's a little too concordant, but...
Well, yes, but you see, much of what he does, is about microscopic physics.
Right.
Is like...
I thought Ross was astrophysics.
Yes. Yeah.
Ross is astrophysics.
oh, no, astrophysics.
Yeah.
It's both. Yeah.
He's both of
Is he
those
both?
things, but that's what
The only thing I've seen is stuff like fingerprinting God, which is
right.
astro.
And...
Which is essentially intelligent design, again, the anthropic
well,
principles, stuff like
that the Earth is so designed,
Right.
it just seems to be. See, I don't need to back into the anthropic
I see.
principle, because that just says that the world is so designed, seems to be human being. Yes, I believe that. Uh-huh.
The very encouraging sign, there was an intelligent design conference, and both Hugh Ross and John Morris were both on the program.
John Morris?
John
From CRI?
Morris, whom I had
Oh, one of the creationists.
Yeah, creation research.
creation
Yeah.
research, whom I had heard openly criticize Hugh
Oh,
Ross.
definitely, they hate it.
Well,
But
see,
there they were on the same program of intelligent design.
see, the problem with that's like in a Christian context or a congregation or a Christian school, having a debate, then whoever's cutest wins. I'm
No,
not for
this is not a
debates as a
debate.
method of communication.
They
Oh,
were
they
in
were
debate, they were both making presentations.
And then how's the audience going to analyze that, see?
So this was not a debate between the two.
No, but you see, somebody's going to analyze it. If 200 people or 1,000 people come, they're not just sat there osmotically receiving data. They're one way or another, and whoever's the cutest wins.
That's gonna be a family dispute that needs to be,
Yeah.
Was John Morris abandoned his sixth-day creation?
no.
No.
No, I
absolutely
mean,
not.
he's not, yeah, exactly, that's the whole issue. And of course,
Well, you see, first of all, that cannot possibly be scientifically examined. See, that's a statement. He can make any statement he wants. But,
It's not falsifiable, therefore it's not even a theory.
well, a theory has to explain something, see?
well, that's
Theory
what,
has to be open to
Counterfactual evidence.
Yeah,
Well,
it
then
has to
you
be
got-
falsifiable.
was it Humphrey and all the guys with speed of light issue, and that's, you know.
No, if nothing can count, that's the fault of attacking the presuppositionalism of Calvinistic presupposition, Dewey-Baird and the Calvinists. That their presuppositions are non-negotiable. Everybody is a presuppositionalist, but I deny that they're not negotiable because every one of the presuppositions are up for discussion. Now, I'm not attacking or putting priority to reason when I do that because I believe they'll survive.
I see what you're saying.
So I'm not an Armenian. See, they say, well, you're either Calvinist or... No, I'm neither one, so I don't know where that leaves me.
You're in the cornfield, though.
Yeah, in cornfield, that's where I live.